There it is. There we go. Boop. Cool. Whoa. That's it. This downloads faster than anything I've seen. Ignore. It has downloaded anything faster than I've ever seen in my life, boyo. That shit is nasty. Not for local, that shit is nasty. Hey, I want to get fucked up, okay? So I decided to make it a little quick. I don't know. Do I want to start with that first, or do I want to do the Red's Apple Ale that I got? I feel like I should do the Four Loko first, because that will at least get me doozy pretty quick. Plus, I can sip on it. Yeah. Probably a smart idea right there. I'm probably going to regret this. I am going to regret this. Though it is 14%. Yeah, I'm going to regret this. That's going to give you a massive hangover. That's just why you keep going for chuddier beer. Chuddier beer. They ran out of Twisted Tea. I usually, like, that's what I usually honestly like, you know, for something that's to go to if it's not, like, cider or, like, some craft thing. And they were totally out of that. So I was like, you know what? I'll just get one of those, then, like, a little cider on the side, and, you know, that'll do me. Because I would have just done 3 Twisted Teas and call it good, but I'm doing 2 now just because I know this will fuck me up. Keep 1 terabyte of raw storage plus a lot of memory expansion. Nice. Not a good stuff. I tell you what, the bird, that's some good stuff. At least it can't get me over Chud Coffee, because I found out that apparently that Black Rifle Coffee was kind of went out against Kyle Rittenhouse a little bit, and it wasn't on the simp train. And low key though, it's just like there's a whole bunch of conservatives and MAGA chuds and just chuds in general. They're like, you're all just a bunch of woke rhinos. Fuck you. So it's just like, I think the whole Chud Coffee status can be redacted, considering that, like, you know, they're pretty much just like exiled, at least, you know, by their usual you know, the usual demographic of customers. Because I remember seeing one of their ads on YouTube that was recommended to me by the algorithm, and I was just like, alright, I'll see what this is, you know, and I didn't realize it was Black Rifle Coffee, and I was like, oh, what's the comments like? And half of them are like, after that Rittenhouse fiasco and not defending him like proper American freedom fighters, you know, they're a bunch of woke goddamn rhinos and blah 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 blah, you know, it's like, oh. So they had a stance where they're just like, no, we're actually not exactly in favor of what Rittenhouse did, thank you very much. One step too far there, brother, and the rest of them were like, boo! Fuck you! How dare you infringe on the rights of this God-fearing 18-year-old incel? I like this Cola coffee better than Starbucks. That's why I like Black Rifle, because it just tastes better, and they're not like, they're not union, but at least they're not like outright fervent union busters like Starbucks is. So fuck Starbucks. So I mean, honestly, it's literally just to spice Starbucks for the most part. Like a good fuck. I know it's technically like the chud version of it, but you know, whatever. Can't really exactly call it that if, I mean, like half of, like, if the chuds that are supposedly just like all about them are all like, fuck you. Holy fuck, this actually tastes good. It did not say the flavor of this at all anywhere on here, so I was nervous. But this actually tastes good. It's like a blueberry berry flavor of some sort. Like maybe a blueberry raspberry mix with a little hint of lemonade. Also not that bad. You say it's nasty, but I mean, considering what it is, I was nervous, you know, sipping this, and actually it's not that bad. I feel like I'm going to start taking sips and then progressively get into bigger drinks and bigger gulps. It's also $2 per can instead of $4 per Starbucks. Ah, well there you go. Yeah, because honestly, Starbucks has kind of a large ownership of, or like a large grip on when it comes to coffee and shit. At least when it comes to more direct access that you don't have to make. And it was just like, You know, I mean, at that point, they have pretty much, most part, you know, free reign to price gouge however the fuck they want. I don't think they sell Coca-Cola coffee here. I've never seen it. I've seen it. I've never tried it, though. Nice. I'm loving this whole, like, Jello Biafra Mojo Nixon duo album that I discovered. It's a little gas station that runs a deal to buy 3 cans for $4. That ain't too bad. By the way, curious question, do they have Sevvies down there that have gas stations? Because if so, they're going to be in for a mild culture shock. Sevvies up here in Portland aren't gas stations, they're just little convenience stores. I mean, I know technically they're both, but I mean, up here I haven't seen a Sevvies gas station. I mean, I have seen them in other places in the US, just not up here. So, don't know if it's like that in Bama, but I mean that would honestly be kind of maybe like one difference you'll see. Damn, it's cheap, I'll have to try it. Yeah, if I see it around, honestly, I'll try it, you know, I'll try it around too. Okay, I've been taking a couple sips, so I'm feeling that already. I'm just gonna sit on that for a minute. The Couve has at least one 7-Eleven gas station. Is it like near the highway or like I-5 or anything like that? Because I don't think I've seen it before. Or just haven't noticed it. You have gas stations with full buffets, but sadly no Subway gas station unless you're a full truck stop with one built in. Well, I ain't saying like Subway gas stations and shit, and frankly I probably wouldn't necessarily trust that. It's near 99 if I remember correctly. Oh, okay. At least going up north and shit, I don't think I've, you know, really gone that way often. I think I have a few times, but I don't think I've seen it. Like I said, it is near it, so... Like tonight. Dude, I've been hearing it since fucking 4 o'clock, dude. I've been barbecuing today. Dude, you want to see my beautiful creations? Dude, let me show you like one of the full racks I did up today. That I saved for myself. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Beautiful. Oh, look at that. Oh, all me, baby, right there. Right there, baby. All me. Oh, Zukov, you're smelling it and you're seeing it. Oh, you piece of shit. Hey, guess what, buddy? I got some for you. I got some over here. Here, buddy. I've been in and out checking on horses because the fireworks are spooking them. Aw, poor horsies. It's near brew pub Harley and I went to. Oh. Well, you'll have to take me out somewhere sometime.
I have a vision that everybody on the planet is going to get together. And they're going to go to the amusement park of my mind.
Venom has horses? Well, not him specifically, but yeah. Where he lives has a few. Dude, that's the one thing I'm actually jealous about him living down there, is that he lives with horses. And it's like, dude, I'd love to have a few horses myself. I love horses.
Showing Vanishing Point, 2-lane blacktop, Thunder Road every night.
Hold on.
Always buy Cheese Whiz, Beanie Weenies, Roll
Crazy boy.
Liquor stores 24 hours a day, every day. Yeah, there's no fool wearing a little badge.
Take care of him out of work.
Under 25.
They should. I mean, low-key though, they should compensate for that work. But
That's Mojo World. Yeah, and every Saturday night, tribute to a great American hero. It's Evel Knievel Saturday night. There at Mojo World. There's cheap beer, live music, 24-hour record store.
Right.
You can buy Brunswick stew, hot dogs with coleslaw on them. Y'all brothers saying, Mojo, how'd I get to this place?
I want to go.
I want to go. Everybody wants
All right,
to
buddy.
go to Mojo.
Well, let's meet on there for you.
Let me tell you what you got to do.
Stand up.
Turn right at the light.
Good boy.
Go past the trailer parks. Stand naked. Sing it.
They have the temperament of giant doggos. That's kind of what they are in my mind. I mean, they have, you know, like every horse has like a very strong personality to them. Some of them are legitimately fucking piece of shit assholes. Some of them are very sweet and friendly with you. Some of them, you know, are kind of skittish and don't really want anything to do with you. Some of them, you know, like only are really nice to certain people and kind of dicks to others because of trust and, you know, shit like that. So, you know, there's like, I mean, they all have personalities like dogs do. And that's why I love horses, honestly, because, I mean, if you think about it, I think a reason why, like, canines and, like, equines and, like, certain animals have, like, such personalities that they do is because of coevolution with humanity for, you know, as long as they have. You know, because over time, being domesticated like they have and shit, they'll, you know, eventually, over the generations, kind of pick up on some of the more, at least subconscious primal, you know, human behavior and human communication and body language, and be able to kind of, you know, have like this symbiotic relationship in a sense. That's why I think, you know, when it comes to domestication and agriculture and shit like that, I think it's, there is a way to have symbiosis with it, but, I mean, in order to do so, it can't be like some mass industrialized fucking thing. It has to be more of like kind of a smaller, you know, localized type of thing. JoJo's my buddy. He is an Tennessee walker and loves to follow me around because I give him apples and he loves them. Aw. Well, of course he's gonna love you.
North Carolina, we had a chicken plant, sure did explode. Rolled in Tar Heels, left like birds, 'cause the boss maintained the doors closed. My mom was born in
Cheyenne is his horsey girlfriend. Oh. I'm sure they like to express that every now and then, don't they? And she's a bit of a bitch until she... but she's mostly sweet until you go to feed her, and then she tries to steal everyone else's food. Man, that sounded like a certain kitty that I had. He'll be all up in your face, and you know, till you fed him, and then he'll go feed off of everyone else's cat food. Fucking bandit. She has the bandit personality. Zukov is the exact same way too, by the way. You have the idea to scavenge and snoop around. Oh, you're smelling those ribs now, huh? Don't worry, you'll get some more. I can't give you, like, bone after bone over and over again. I have to do it sparingly. I have to let your body digest the bone, bro. Sweet bite boy. Oh, don't give me this paw. Don't be giving me that now. Oh, let me bite boy, such a boy. Honestly, I had like a fucking little bit of a scare last night because when I was feeding the cats, I couldn't find Curly. He actually, luckily, was just in the corner of the house, just kind of buried somewhere. And when I was starting to get the food down, he popped his head out and showed himself. But before then, I was looking around for him, and I honestly deadass thought he went outside. And I was trying to look for him outside, and I couldn't find him. And I was just like, oh fuck, you know, that coyote's still around and shit. And fucking, you know, probably is, you know, snagged him now. And it got me, you know, like, you know, borderline, you know, about ready to go on a coyote fucking hunt last night. But then, you know, I was like, you know what, let me get the food, let me get that shit going. Let me put it down, and maybe he'll pop up, and surely he did. So I was like, yay. Beauty's the other female horse, but she doesn't like, Jojo, like Cheyenne. She isn't part of the horse group. Jojo tried to mount Beauty the other day, and she kicked him right in the dick. It was hilarious. It looked painful. Ooh. Yeah, well, I mean, to another horse, it's probably the equivalent of just, you know, someone else just kicking you in the dick. You know, but, I mean, like, yeah. I imagine it probably was. I'm sure he demounted and kind of fucked off right after that. He was like, alright, never mind, I'll just go find my girlfriend and fuck her again for like the 8,000th time. I kind of find it sweet that Zukov has kind of like his own little doggy girlfriend. I mean, they haven't like had any like sexual aspects or anything. Though I think it's because the Hinata, the neighbor's dog, is fixed. So, he doesn't have those urges with her. I mean, but she's like a fucking jealous bitch sometimes, so I'm not even gonna lie. Like, there's times where he'll bring one of his toys over, or, you know, or he'll have or I'll give him a treat. And she'll dead ass be like sneaking it away, be like, no, this is mine now. Fuck you. But then I'll have to fucking, like, you know, go grab him and be like, you know, I'll have to go grab the treat or whatever, or the toy, and be like, come on, girl. And she'll give me this, like, it's like, fuck you, this is mine. Boo. How dare you. Man, people are going ham tonight. Heavy mortars and a lot of Saturn rockets. Dude, I guarantee people are firing pot shots too, dude. I guarantee people are probably taking their ARs and the 12 gauges and taking a couple pot shots in the air, or fucking finding, you know, some beer cans and shooting them on the fences and shit. Dude, I guarantee you that's happening too. It's Alabama. It's not just mortars and fucking Saturn rockets you're hearing. Frankly, every now and then I hear an explosion that sounds more like a gunshot around here, so I guarantee you people around here do the same fucking shit. They probably have like a beer can set up on their lawn, they're on like their porch and they aim down on their lawn and shoot it so whatever goes forward, you know, gets embedded in their lawn or some shit. I bet there's probably some chuckle-fuck yokels doing that around here. But that's normal out in the countryside, yeah. I mean, frankly, at least around the 4th of July... Though it shouldn't be, it is a little normal to hear the occasional gunshot of somebody like shooting their pistol or their shotgun into the ground or something like that. Because obviously if you shot it anywhere up, well, it's obviously going to go into someone's fucking house. So, you know, around here people usually aim down. Because I remember years and years back, I had a family friend who had a 45 with him in his car. And he was talking about a Tesla, and I was like, oh, can I see it? He's like, sure. And he's like, you want to shoot it? And I'm like, what, back here? Here? It's like, yeah, here, I'll just load one and you just shoot it in the ground. You know, if anyone wonders or something happens, you know, just say it's a firecracker. I'm like, okay. I did. Nothing happened. You know, just like, obviously bullet went into the ground and nothing happens. And I was like, oh, okay. Oh, you shouldn't do that, though, in suburbia, by the way. I was a kid. I was pressured. Adult me would just say, fuck no. Like, I mean, if we want to go out somewhere, plan on, you know, a little shooting trip, then sure, but I'm not doing it here. Fuck you. As a little kid, or not like little, but more like a teenager, it's like, you know, it's more like, okay. Adult saying it's okay. I will trust you. I'm a goody two-shoes. I know definitely a lot of people usually go to like the reses and shit and go acquire a lot of fireworks out there because obviously there's not exactly many laws on, you know, on regulations on what can or can't be sold there. So I've been wanting to, you know, go out on the res and actually get some shit, some fireworks from Native Americans out there and shit, honestly. Just because I know that, you know, it's good shit. Ignore either someone has an automatic or they have a really fast trigger finger. It could be one or the other, and I guarantee you someone has an automatic rifle. Dude, it's Alabama, and I guarantee it. And, man, dude, someone like that really ought to probably not have one. I get it's the countryside, and some people have property to where they can't have, like, their own personal fire range. I do get that, but, like, still, it's like, bruh. It's nighttime, it's fucking, like, you know, dark. You don't know what, like, drunk yokel fuck is wandering around. You don't know, you know, like, I mean, it's like, I don't know. I have a limit, dude, you know? It's like, I don't know, after dark, unless there's, like, spotlights and shit. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't be doing that. Because you want to see. You want to be able to, like, see what you're shooting. And if you're just like, let me just start bump firing, you know, everywhere, it's like, yeah, you're kind of being a fucking idiot. Definitely don't want to be doing that. I mean, if I was in the countryside, I'd set up some targets and maybe shoot some stuff, but I'm not in the countryside now, am I? I mean, honestly, like, if I did live in the countryside, I wouldn't mind doing that every now and then, honestly. Sounds vaguely like an Uzi to me. Somebody probably owns an Uzi. Or maybe some sort of 9mm submachine gun or machine pistol of a sort, yeah. If it is a machine pistol, it's probably likely a 9mm. So probably Uzi, Mac-10, Tech-9. Automatic Glock. I mean, Glocks can be automatic firing as well. And there's also carbine kits for Glock pistols, too. Of all different models, so chances are somebody's probably shooting one of those, maybe. One of those Glock carbine kits. Make sure that you keep your head low in case a stray bullet hits your fucking house. Like low-key, though. And be very, aware of, cracks. Like little, you know, like those type of noises and shit. Because that means there's bullets flying overhead, and you're hearing the fucking sonic boom of those bullets flying by you. So I'd just be, you know, if you're outside, you know, I'd keep your ears on a little bit of a swivel, you know what I mean? Like, certain events and certain times of the year, like, countryside yokel motherfuckers start making me nervous because, like, it's not just 100%, but it's basically like 1,000% guaranteed that they got a bunch of fucking beer with them. And, oh boy. The horses are going nuts. Do they have a barn that they could be in? Or is there, like, maybe something that can go over their ears to maybe help muffle their ears? I mean, honestly, I don't know, like, I've never had horses, so obviously I don't know what could be done to help, you know, calm them down. I don't know if there's, like, you know, some sort of horse medication that could help them be more sleepy and maybe kind of, like, you know, calm down and stupor off into a sleep or something like that. You know, maybe that'll help them at least kind of calm down a little bit. They have a small shed we built for them to stand under when it rains, but other than that, no. Well, I mean, a shed would be kind of claustrophobic to them. So, yeah, that probably wouldn't be a good idea, because that would just probably make them feel even more fucking freaked out. Damn, dude. Well, obviously, they would not make good war horses. If I were to get a horse, like, at least, you know, as soon as I'm able to start horseback riding on it, I'd take it out, you know, in the forest and shit and shoot with it. You know, with it by my side, so it kind of gets comfortable to those type of sounds. So I could kind of do horseback riding and shooting at the same time, because that'd be fucking awesome. Horseback riding, got a rifle going boom, you know, and shit, like a Winchester lever action, horseback riding, being like a fucking cavalry rifleman, dude, that'd be fucking sick. Hey, baby. Makes me so sad that my fucking goddamn, like, narcissistic shit, freaky ass, like, uncle, like, sold off the fucking ranch that my granddad had. Or at least my mom's dad, because, like, they had at least, like, I think, like, 10 ponies, like, little mini ponies, and they had, like, 3 or 4 horses, and it's just, like, man, if that was, like, actually inherited to, like, my mom or some shit, like, I guarantee you, like, I mean, if anything, we probably would be country, like, I would probably be more country in a sense. Frankly, I don't think my ideology would change that fucking much, honestly, but if anything, I'd probably, nowadays, if anything, fucking just, you know, be more at home and just feel more happy about it, but, of course, you know, got sold off now. At least we get the inheritance to it, but it still fucking sucks, because, I mean, it's like, I had, like, a, you know, just shortly after I was, like, fucking born and when I was alive, it's like, before I had real, any obvious, you know, say into the matter, or at least, or anything like that, like, I mean, you know, a possible opportunity to do something that I actually would love to do, you know, as just, like, you know, something to settle down with and shit, it's just gone, so, it just fucking sucks. Which makes me, you know, honestly feel more confirmed about what my uncle did and my granddad. I've told that story before, but I don't know if anyone here remembers it. But it's very likely, honestly, that my uncle, my mom's brother, probably fucking killed my granddad. My mom's dad, or his dad, too. Mainly for inheritance money and insurance, his life insurance, and, yeah, just shit like that. All the things that he would be able to inherit, and basically pull Donald Trump and fucking, you know, take as much of the inheritance as possible, you know, financially, materially, etc. And material goods and shit, especially, mementos and things like that. You know, sold pawn shops, fucking got, you know, a nice buck out of everything. You know, got a little extra nice juicy penny for himself and ended up settling in a little bougie home on the top of a fucking hill in Happy Valley. And now he lives out in somewhere fucking Eastern Oregon or some shit like that. Or something. I don't know, like, I mean, he lives out somewhere out east now. I've ridden JoJo before, but he doesn't like being ridden and will buck you if you try to make him go fast. Aw, he's a lazy bastard. He's like, I don't want to run, fuck you. I'll walk with you, but I'm not running, asshole. You're not gonna make me run, dick. Zukoff, why are you, like, expressing your peaches in the most, like, 100% maximized glory that no one needs to see? Which, honestly, is just me. He's a lazy horse, like you said. He's used to just eating grass all day and screwing girl horses. So he's a lazy, horny fuck. Wow. He sounds like the utopian man. We're just gonna do nothing all day and just, like, fuck. I mean, it just sounds like, you know, like the utopian man right there, dude. I mean, wow. Well, I mean, when your life is that easy living, I mean, you know, why change it, you know? It's like, you're making me put effort and stuff. Boo, I just want to, like, eat grass and fuck. Asshole. Yeah, that'd be really cool to fucking have, you know, property like that. Because honestly, that's what I want. Like, if I was able to have, like, the fucking money and not have to, like, work, you know, in the traditional sense, I'd fucking have, like, you know, a bit of prop, you know, and shit. Enough, you know, for some horses, you know, maybe some chickens and goats, you know, to have for some food sustenance. And, you know, or things like milk and cheese, eggs, you know, on top of the meat. First, too, that I could sell. And have like a demi-cultural little, you know, farm, little plot, on, you know, somewhere else and shit. You know, to where, you know, the animals don't necessarily get into. That'd be fucking legit. Have like a little barn and then maybe like a little small cottage, you know, next to my house, you know, to where, you know, maybe a homie or two can live in. Kind of have like a little commune of a sort, like a little mini one. Dude, that'd be fucking legit. That'd be like, you know, a dream thing, because then, you know, whatever work I do, I can just do shit like this, you know, work on music, art, you know, work on the land, work, you know, work with, you know, the animals on it, you know, the plants on it, you know. I'd feel like, you know, I'd be a lot more at home with myself, you know, if I just was able to do shit like that full time. And especially when it comes to, like, tending to crops, you know, being able to have, like, you know, furs, you know, maybe some sheep, too, to have wool, you know, and shit, you know, so once, you know, it's ready to, shag the sheep, it's not shagging sheep, what's it fucking called, the term, wow, shagging sheep, Jesus Christ, I'm not a goddamn fucking Welshman, like, fucking, when you shave off all their wool and shit, I forgot what that's fucking called, but, you know, when it comes time to that, I could sell the wool, you know, make, you know, some money off of that. Like, I mean, there's ways to where I can actually make an income to where I can sustain myself, you know, if I were to able to have, like, at least enough fuck you money to at least have that, and just go from there. Shear the sheep. I knew it was like a word. For some reason, like, shag and shear, like, I mean, when you have, like, you know, Welshman shagging some sheep, you know, and also shearing sheep, I mean, you know, I haven't, like, I'm pretty sure I'm not even halfway through this, and it's already fucking getting me. I need to, like, just start drinking this tea. I need to slow down on that. That'll get me fucked up if I start, you know, keep drinking that. I'm already, like, man, I'm already buzzed. Usually it takes me, like, another 20 minutes. Maybe I should have bought 2 of those. I thought shag was British for nasty sex. Well, yeah, well, from what I understand, the terminology and the whole, like, stereotype of Welsh, fucking sheep, or shagging sheep, was apparently, there was, I forgot what specifically, but apparently there was a crime that, if you were caught, stealing sheep, I think, that it was, a very, like, a horribly severe punishment. But, if you were fucking sheep, that was not as severe as a punishment than stealing them. So, if you were caught trying to steal a sheep and use the excuse that, hey, I was just fucking the sheep, then you actually get off with a less severe punishment than if you were stealing it. From what I understand, that's the main stereotype, though, honestly, I feel like there's a hint of truth to where there were probably fucking Welshmen that were legit caught fucking sheep. They stole sheep to fuck it, and they were caught, and they're like, oh, you know what? I was fucking the sheep, what do you want? You see what I'm doing? You see what my dick is? You see what my dick is, you fucking cunt? Alrighty. Yeah, you saw what I was doing. I was indeed shagging that sheep, what do you want? What do you want, mate? Brits are just like, you fucking bloody disgusting wanker. You fucking Welsh barbarian, you. What happens when the Shag Union gets in a fight with the Sheer Union? They wouldn't. They usually, like, unions stand in solidarity with each other. Unless they're cop unions, then fuck them. The girl wants to shag a sheep. No, I fucking don't. Frankly, like, do we really want to break that down? Like, I mean, let's just, like, think about what, like, the fucking anatomy of what's going on back there. Like, I mean, what the fuck about any of that is attractive? Like, no. Fuck you. Ew. Gross. Ignores more of a horse guy, I think. Even then, no. I mean, in my mind, it's less worse. But that's like picking the lesser of two evils. Because think about it. Like, a horse is a big animal. So, like, if you have, like, you know, a little, like, 6-inch, like, little cucumber, basically. You know, where a horse is usually taking something that's this or bigger. Like, it ain't gonna feel shit besides, like, a little tickle. So, I mean, you know, like, in a sense, it's less worse because, like, it's not like you're, I don't know, like, I mean, it's not, it's like, there's so much, it's like basically a little fucking pencil going in the entrance of a coal mine. You know what I mean? So, like, you got, like, you know, you got a pen, and you have, like, a gigantic coal mine entrance, and you're like, whoop, let me just, you know, throw that in there, you know what I mean? It's like, I mean, if anything, like, the horse will probably be like, what is that weird tickly feeling back there? What is going on? What are you doing, human? Like, if anything, it's gonna, like, the horse will probably be more like, what the fuck? More than anything. Like, just straight up. Like, honestly. Like, I mean, if it's used to just, like, behemoth, like, fucking things going up in there and shit, if you've seen a horse, then yeah, like, honestly, I mean, it's still fucked, and you shouldn't do that, and I discourage people from doing that, and it's a no-no. You know, it's like, if there's no way to communicate consent, you should not do it. And not only should not, just don't do it. I don't give a fuck what is going on for your head, don't do it. You know, you need a fucking communication and consent going on here, like, a horse isn't that fucking sentient. See male horses having gay sex? Well, yeah. I mean, horses are capable of homosexuality. A lot of animals are. I mean, it's just like, that also implies, like, I mean, if their ass can also take it too, I mean, it's just like, I don't know, like, I mean, in a way, it's, like, less severe, but it's still, like a, obviously, societal, abnormal, you know, ill that shouldn't be happening, and there probably should be a punishment for some shit like that, obviously, I would think, you know, so, I mean, you know, it's just like, yeah, I mean, come on now. It's, like, I mean, even whether it's like a fucking, like, whether it's like a dog or a horse, like, it don't really matter. Even if there's like a lesser of two evils technicality argument you can make. Like, the only real technicality I would say is, like, if, like, the animal is fucking you, then it's like, okay, you're basically just, like, accepting the fact that your ass is basically going to be literally split in two by a goddamn log. You know, or some shit, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, I mean, if you want to basically have the risk and gamble of basically dying, you know, if we know about the whole Mr. Hands story, you know, that is on the internet, if anyone doesn't know, I'm not exactly going to discuss that. I mean, I guess I can. Quick summary. Dude thought he could take a horse dick, did, and died. So, let that just be a warning. It's like, if you want to gamble with death, have at it, Hoss. If you somehow lived, though, I would still say the same thing, whether it was the other way around, though. Seeing a horse guy, it was bigger than anything I've ever seen. Made me feel extra small. Yeah. Honestly, like, it makes, I guess I can understand why maybe some people have a weird, like, affinity, like an extra affinity for it, because they're like, oh goddamn, they got like that testosterone, like masculine, like dick strength. Look at that dick. Which is just like, I mean, it's like, okay, I mean, what do you expect? It's a bigger animal, and especially if they mount, they need that extra length to actually get in there, because not all of it is going in there. Like, half of it is. So, I mean, like, there's an evolutionary reason why they're like that. I mean, honestly, tapirs are even longer than that, and they're a smaller animal. Like, their shit is not necessarily bigger in size, but just in length. Like, like, that shit's ridiculous. Like, tapirs are, I don't even know what the fuck they got going on. It's just like, that shit's just like hella long, and just fucking just like, literally like, just flops around like a fish in desperation to find, you know, its place. And, like, once it does, it just like basically just kind of like sits there. You could club somebody with a erect horse stick. Dude, you really could. Like, if you get, like, the most firmest, like, extra large bad dragon horsecock dildo, and straight up just, like, beat somebody with it, you, unironically, could probably kill them with that. I'm not kidding, JoJo has the equivalent of a baseball bat down there. Yeah, and if you, like, you know, went through a process to where you can preserve it in its, like, erect, firm size and shit, and just beat somebody with it, there's honestly there's at least a 30% chance you could probably kill them with it. Not being conservative with that. A more liberal number will be more like 50 or 60%. Get a few hits, you know, like with that flare thing or whatever the fuck, you know, get a few hits on the temple and the back of the head, dude, you're probably fucking some shit up. I mean, just like, that's what I said about earlier, is like, you know, about the whole Mr. Hands thing. Like, I mean, imagine just that with the fucking, like, literally a singular horsepower just thrusting, dude. Like, bruh. Like, I'm not about that. Like, I like big dicks as much as the next guy, but no thank you. If I want something like that, it's called Bad Dragon, thank you. So, like, Jesus. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna, like, you know, risk it for the biscuit. Like, fucking, it's like, come on. Like, why do you think there are, like, fantasy sex toy companies and shit? To suit people's weird fucking curiosities and shit, okay? Like, come on. If you really want, like, a dick like that bad, Bad Dragon has it all for you. Have fun. What Bad Dragon quit for to go legit? They already are legit, though. Like, I mean, you, like, if you watch, like, mainstream porn and shit, oh, mainstream porn and, like, outside of the furry shit, like, if you watch, like, you know, like, chicks or dudes or whatever the fuck, or, you know, playing with dildos or whatever, like, at this point, there is legitimately a coin toss chance that it's a Bad Dragon dildo. Like, they are kind of mainstream at this point. So, they are legit. Like, I mean, they've been legit for a while, honestly. I mean, because people do love, like, weird-looking dicks. Like, they want, like, the equivalent of a horse dick. They want the equivalent of a dog dick. They want the equivalent of, like, a dolphin dick in their pussy or their ass or whatever the fuck. So, hence, Bad Dragon suits the needs. Or, you know, some other fantasy sex toy companies out there. What about a Chinaland brand dildo from eBay? Honestly, if you want to find, like, off-brand dildos that are, like, fantasy-based, I mean, go on Etsy, dude. Honestly, like, there's a company called American Meat. Don't ask why I know that. That makes fleshlights and dildos and shit like that. They used to be on Etsy, but Etsy thought they were too, like, gnarly for them, you know, so they're like, take some of your stuff down, please. So now they have, like, their website online, you know, plastered all over their other Etsy shit. You know, so... Because there was some stuff I wanted to order, which I actually just ordered something from them not too long ago. And because I was watching it on Etsy, because I was like, alright, once I have, like, you know, some, you know, splash money, you know, I think I'll get this. And I was like, alright, let me go on Etsy, I have some splash money. I couldn't find it. And I was like, alright, well... You know, let me look on their, like, you know, shop page, and, like, you know, for our other items, you know, go on this website, American Meat, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, so I went there, and I went, oh, there's everything else. So, you know, and honestly, if anything, like, there's actually more options for, like, customability, you know, than there was on Etsy. So, actually, if anything, like, it was actually a lot better, you know, getting the, what I wanted. I'm not saying what, like, I'm just, like, I don't need to get that TMI, but... I love my grandma woke up today to her saying Venom. Close your eyes and hold out your hands. And I did, and she pulled out an Xbox Series X in my hands. She said my real name. Well, I know. And honestly, that's pretty fucking dope. Like, dude, just like close your eyes and hold your hands out. Hold your hands out, and fucking Xbox One X just pops in your hands, dude. Your grandma's based. You gotta love grandmas like that. I mean, my granddad's kind of a conservative, you know, boomer guy, but I mean, he's kind of the same way, a little bit low key. He's still family, you know, all in all, but you know, despite his, you know, views or his mentality about things and shit. I actually want him to kind of let me know about some like tips and tricks in the stock market, you know, low key, because he knows things that obviously I don't, and I want him to be like, yo, hook me up a little bit. I know I haven't really talked to you that much and haven't communicated that often, but hey, while you're still around and shit, you know, I want to at least, you know, take something from you. Not just that, but, you know, some other stuff, you know, and actually, like, you know, have more, like, one-on-ones and shit like that. Just a very bougie amount of money I love spending on me and my sister when she isn't estranged. That's nice. I love how I've just had Mojo Nixon playing this entire time, basically. Also, not gonna lie, I thought she was gonna give me a car, but brand new Xbox was also awesome. Yeah, because then you can bring it up here and shit, and plus I'm sure, like, you know, there's different games that are compatible that I have that anyway can probably pop up in that shit. It'd definitely be hella legit. Man, I wish fucking Contra some shit like this still. We need more Mojo Nixons out there in the goddamn fucking world. Like, dude, this guy was straight up like a full-on, like, fucking outlaw anarchist through and fucking through. Especially with this song. I'll actually kind of bump it up a little bit once it gets to spoken word. It's gonna pop up here in a minute.
You know,
here it is.
People out there want to ban books. They want to ban my records. They won't tell me when I can drink and what I can drink.
There are a lot of people out there want banned books.
Sex and everything.
And sex, drugs.
A lot of rules and regulations.
A lot of rules.
Listen up, Mr. Rules and Regulations. I ain't gonna obey. That's right, man. I ain't gonna do what you say. Oh, you can put me in jail. You can kill me. You can execute me. You can't kill rock and roll, man. Another damn thing. I ain't eating no more fucking McDonald's either.
I ain't eating no more McDonald's either. I have it for years.
Because it don't taste good.
Don't taste good.
You know what? McDonald's, you kiss my ass.
I love this part. McDonald's kiss my ass. It's a very hairy ass. Got dingleberry on my ass. Kiss my ass.
You know, people say, Mojo, you're always complaining about everything. Why don't you vote in the election? Why don't you
vote election.
The electoral process.
Vote electoral process. Yeah. Why don't you?
Yeah. Vote for Clinton, Mojo. It's gonna make everything nice.
Vote for Biden.
Neat.
Yeah, vote for DeSantis.
You got one fool. Just as big a fool as the other fool.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing changed. Same fools riding around in the black cars. We still riding around on the subway. Riding around in the bus. We riding around in a 1978, 1978 El Torino or some damn thing. We ain't got no money. Gotta pay taxes. Everything's screwed up. I ain't gonna take it no more. I'm gonna start an armed insurrection. I'm gonna go to Hills, West Virginia.
Probably want to be careful of that one.
Guns from a National Guard armory.
Minecraft.
I'm gonna start armed revolt because at some time in the course of human events it becomes necessary.
He's actually referencing Blair Mountain with this. Going to mountains of West Virginia. Raid the fucking National Guard armories. That's what the fucking workers of Blair Mountain did.
Well, there I am standing around a campfire.
That's why he's saying it.
And the flames are shooting up high.
He's referencing it without necessarily saying it, but.
The Rebel Alliance, I'm gonna sing our brand new national anthem that goes something like this. You can't kill me, I will not die. Not now, not ever, no never. Wow. I'm gonna live a long, long time. My soul is on forever.
I love that little spoken word part of the song. It's so fucking awesome. God, that fucking mentality that needs to be happening a lot more. Especially of the leftist variety. Because a lot of those fucking book burners or book banners and Mr. Rules and Regulation motherfuckers and shit happen to be from the fucking far right. Not necessarily in the right way either. It's like, regulations on the environment and making sure, public health is that, concerned. Oh, yeah, fuck that shit. But regulations on how you live, what you can drink, what you can eat, what you can fucking, read or say or think or do. Oh, we love those regulations. But sure shit ain't gonna be obeying that. That's why I fucking love Mojo Nixon. Goddamn bass. And frankly, I'm still getting fucking, it's like I'm getting what you're getting, Venom, when it comes to like leftists who need to like, arm up and shit. Because there was a video that I saw on a release called When Will the Supreme Court Stop? Which, by the way, is not. And somebody said, fun fact, all American citizens can use the Second Amendment, not just ones leaning right on the political spectrum. Just throwing that out there. So, the first comment says, for real, Maine, shit's too taboo on our side of the spectrum. And I say, I love that leftists are arming up. It needs to happen. I already own too. Plan on getting more and stocking on ammo. And some fucking little liberal, little lefty bitch pussy is just like, why, man? Can you please explain how stocking up on guns help? And I'm gonna eventually make a comment to it, to the person in reply. But I can only say it here. Why? Well, when you have fascists and far-right Christian nationalists and fucking do-nothing liberals that would rather fucking yell at you to vote harder and fucking condescend you instead of actually doing the fucking thing, and, and the rise of violence and the subversion of women's rights and queer rights, workers' rights, etc., or, being vehemently at risk from a fascistic element of society, culture, and our politics. And considering how they all are very militaristically fetishizing, guns and things like that, yeah, that's probably a reason why. Because, let's say we start getting a lot more rabble-rousing in our protests and maybe even to the point of, dare we say, rioting, then a lot of these vigilantes and far-right militias and white supremacist terrorist types and fascists are going to use their guns to be a lot more violently active, you know, against, you know, combating a lot of these type of leftist protesting and shit, you know, primarily against elements like the Supreme Court. So, I wonder why. Or if you have, like, you know, or if you live in one of these southern states and shit, and you happen to be a queer person or a woman who's basically a second-class citizen in the state, where the fucking state or the, you know, these vigilante motherfuckers can basically get away with, you know, essentially trying to lock you up and fucking throw you away into prison and shit because you dare try to get an abortion or you happen to be queer or whatever the fuck. Yeah, that's probably another reason why. It's not just as simple as just like, oh, well, you know, we just need to have the back and forth and, you know, just try to vote and, you know, have politicians that legislate better. It's like, if that was the case, then wouldn't we be seeing that already? Considering that's been the same fucking thing that's been said over and over and over and over and over and over again? It's as if when it comes to the democratic process, there's other ways where you can fucking try to protect and enforce that. And also express democratic expression. And also, when it comes, you know, to it, yeah, sometimes violence is an element of it. Because if people are that fucking pissed off to the point that they're willing to express at least even softer violence against things like property and shit, that's a democratic expression of the people. So, like, get bent. And I like how my comment has 14 likes and this weird dupe has 2 likes. So, evidently, honestly, despite these weirdos who are like, wait, no, don't, you know, we can't, you know, be armed up. Like, I mean, honestly, that doesn't even seem like that's the majority of fucking opinion. Honestly, the majority of the opinion from leftists now seems like, whether they're saying it or not, is to probably, you know, maybe get a gun or 2. And at the very least, learn how to use them. And that doesn't mean that we compromise our values when it comes to gun regulations and, you know, and laws on restricting access to firearms and things like that. Like, I do believe fervently that you can arm up as a leftist while at the same time be an advocate for those type of ideas. Because it's not like, you know, at least I personally think, you know, a lot of other leftists would be using their firearms, you know, for offensive, aggressive, you know, violent means. It would, you know, because at least especially for me, it's more of a defensive reactionary use against aggressive violent action done by fascists and Christian nationalists and white supremacists and homophobes and transphobes and you know, and people who are vehemently bigoted and hateful, and violently so, towards the LGBT, because I'm a part of those people. I'm the B in the LGBT, so it's like, whatever the fuck they happen to say about queer folk, whether they're trans, non-binary, lesbian, gay, otherwise, I'm a part of that. So it's not as simple as just being an ally for these people. I'm with them. I'm the bee in your butt. Yeah. I mean, I am too, you know? Honestly, I'm down to buying as many guns as possible while guns are easily accessible. And, bro, when you come up here in Oregon, it's, you know, as much as it sounds like, you know, it's a fucking liberal hellscape to get a gun here, it's easy as shit. It took me less than 24, it took me about 12 fucking hours to get my fucking AK. My Vishka that I got, like, that took literally about 12 hours. Like, the day I ordered it and went for the background check, I did that around 5. And basically it's like, alright, it will be about, like, you know, the background check will happen, you know, by the time we probably close up tonight, so I will call in the morning. You know, and I called up first thing in the morning when I woke up, and it's like, oh yeah, you know, you passed, you ready? You know, just go, all you gotta do is pick it up. And I'm like, alright, cool, I'll be there around like 1 or something. So yeah, I mean, I guess it was like 24 hours, but yeah, it was literally less than a day. 24 hours about like less than 20 hours. Probably like 18, 20. Like, there was a little bit more process and paperwork and shit when I picked it up. But once I picked it up, bought it, you know, the dude was like, do you want any ammo? You know, anything else? Anything else or anything like that? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, got all I need a couple days before, you know, before I ordered it up, you know, so I'm all good, you know. I'm gonna probably stock up on ammo next week. Yeah, I'll, you know, probably see me again then. Week after that, probably take it out. Next time I come in, you'll probably see me and I'll tell you how it was. So, and yeah, that's pretty much just how it went. That sounded way better in my mind. I'm drunk, so I don't give a fuck. So, honestly, it's like, I'm looking at that and I'm like, hey, I agree. I'm the bee in your butt. I'm the bee in the butt of you. Oh, oh, yeah, baby. Yeah. Oh, oh. What song is this? Elvis is Everywhere? I love this song. It's another Mojo Nixon song. Oh. Oh. This is honestly too catchy. What the fuck? Oh. Oh. Dude, what the hell? Dude, Elvis is great. I want to see that fucking autobiography of Elvis. Does it happen to be on YouTube by any chance? Because I'll straight up buy it.
Yeah, rednecks were in caves, banging sticks together. They was drinking homemade wine made out of elephant testicles and shit.
Oh, I could pre-order it.
Back in the caveman
Ooh.
big days, the day that everybody had a big dick. All women had
A part of me kind of wants to, low-key, because I actually would fucking watch that movie. I'll pre-order it to watch it.
Are you ready to hear my sideways super psycho girth? I am ready to shout Bama Lama down in Alabama. Are you ready, boys?
Something about a vibrator? What?
Oh.
It's kind of screw it. We raise animals to be emotionally vulnerable to us. All I have to do is upset my stepdad's doggo to raise my voice. Honestly, for Zukov, like, all I have to really do is basically... I mean, it's basically just like... Yeah, I mean, honestly, do the same thing. I mean, he's such an innocent little boy that, like, any little thing, you know, he will freak out on. I mean, because there has been times where I've had to discipline him before, and he would literally freak the fuck out. And the last time that I didn't discipline him, but I was trying to get him outside before he unleashed, like, a horrible shit. Like, he thought I was being mean to him or disciplining him or something like that, and he freaked out and was in my bathtub, literally in the corner, just like, like his tail going, you know, like wagging all crazy. And I'm just like, no, bro, let me pick you up. And I was trying to pick him up, and his legs started kicking, like, oh no. And I'm just like, and I literally was like, no, dude, I just want to pick you up and get you outside. And I tried doing that, and he just wouldn't let me. I was like, you know what? I just ran to the front door, opened it, and I heard him just start running and bolted outside and found, like, this is actually when he had, like, some weird, like, dry constipation shit. And, because he had, like, one little, like, dry, like, you know, weird thing, and then I just, like, you know, in my room, so luckily there wasn't a bad mess. So when he went outside and he was trying to get him relieve himself, he literally, like a fucking artillery gun, like, that launched, like, 2 fucking feet, and he fucking recoiled, like, a foot. He literally, like, and that went, like, like, he literally recoiled and went, like, Arr! And just, like, I mean, launched, and just, like, Arr! And did this, and then just, like, once he was done, he turned around and just, like, did this, like, kind of like, what the fuck? And then just kind of, like, looked over, you know, to where I was, and just kind of started sniffing around and started marking everywhere, like he usually does. And it's like, oh my god, you poor baby. It's like this sad little thing. But luckily, because he didn't leave that much of a mess in my room, it wasn't really that hard to clean up. And because it was all like weird and dry, like it actually didn't even leave anything behind really. I just had like vacuum whatever was left up and it was gone. So whatever it was like this weird dry like buildup of whatever the fuck, and then just whatever was left, and just. I'm just glad that I got him out when I did, because oh my god, he like whatever launched out of him like would have been in my room, and that would have been a nightmare. You know I should make love to Comcast. No, ew. I'd rather get fucking Mint, I think it's called, or Ziply. Whoa, what the fuck happened to it? Where'd that song go? Get back here, song. I wasn't done with you. You literally just started. What the fuck? That right there be the motion too, whatnot. You see today's human support dude swears he can't tell fascists from socialists. A dude? Oh yeah, I think so. Oh no, it's Chris Pratt. Or whatever the fuck. Not Matt, the guy he's covering. Yeah. Fucking, yeah, his name is Chris Pratt. He's the fucking actor in Guardians of the Galaxy and shit because he's a Christian. And he was affiliated with a fucking homophobic, anti-queer, church. While being, like, this weird enlightened centrist type. It's just another example of why religion is fucking poison, by the way. Like, I mean, it makes, probably, all in all, not bad people, because honestly, like, knowing, like, I mean, from what I understand about Chris Pratt, like, he doesn't sound like a bigoted, bad dude, but considering his religion and his religious background and shit, he tends to affiliate with, obviously, right-leaning and fucking, right Christo, I'm just being blunt, just Christo-fascist fucking, organizations and shit, because that's what a lot of fucking, a lot of elements of organized religion, at least when it comes to Christianity, is in America. So, I mean, he's just affiliated with one of these type of groups. So thus, he's just gonna, whether knowingly or not, just, enable or at least, parrot, some of their shit. And there's a lot of fucking, like, centrist or, like, liberal or, like, minorly progressive leaning type of people and shit who are Christian that just will do this type of shit. And also people who aren't even necessarily Christian, but it's just a lot more common when it comes to, like, centrist, like, soft liberal type of Christians and shit, because they're essentially just enablers of, a lot of the fucking Christian fascism that, spreads around. I mean, at least for me especially, it just confirms and vindicates my position about how, just like how poisonous religion really is. Like, I know there's definitely leftists and, like, communist types or, like, far left types and socialists who, are religious who aren't like that. And that's fine, and I don't care. But it's just like, I mean, I just hope that they understand that, like, I mean, when it comes to the core of the religion, it mostly enables and produces a lot of, what we see with these fundamentalist extremists. Like, I mean, there's a reason why they believe what they do. Oh, wait, hold on. I actually see something work-related. Hold up. I saw something work related. Give me 1 second. I need to read this. This lets me know if I'm working 12 hours tomorrow or not. Okay, I don't really want to work. But if it's holiday pay and baby mama takes Olivia, I'll work. Hold on. Hold on. One more thing. Do. Lol. Been playing me some Fallout New Vegas. Nice. I've been meaning to fucking play me some video games lately. I haven't done that. Xbox Game Pass is fucking sweet. Over 100 plus games for just 15 bucks a month. Fucking nice. That's some Gucci dope ass shit right there. It's funny, I kind of like how we kind of sadly, like, scared Rib City away. Oh, great, hold on. Oh, God. I just found out some information that might make me have to work fucking 12 hours tomorrow, and I really fucking hope not. Oh no. One of the people who's closing tomorrow is just like, doesn't want to work tomorrow, and I'm like, I swear to God, if he doesn't show up, I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna be so fucking sad because, bro, it's holiday pay. I mean, it's like, come on, dude. Don't do that to me, man. Don't do that to me. OMG, ignore DZ's on Game Pass. Sweet. Man, that dog just, like, passed right the fuck out. God damn. He is out. He was all excited as shit when I came home, and now he's all like... Just became a corpse. That pup became an absurd little corpse. Wow. Is Zuko showing off his peaches? Yes, he's showing off those peaches. Those goddamn peaches literally just like... I don't even know, bro. They're like, I think they just present themselves no matter what. And it's just the unfortunate reality of things. He obviously has no fucks given about it. He seems proud to have his peaches. Oh, he's dreaming. His little feet are twitching. Honestly, I mean, you're not wrong, dude. It's absurd. I mean, it really is just kind of fucking ridiculous. It's just like, what the fuck, dude? This damn dog. For a small little buddy, for a small little dog, he has some pretty big peaches, and it's just like, what the fuck, bro? Trains took off to go for Dick when he attacks. I mean, he isn't very much of an attacker. He's not much of it, you know, like, I mean, all in all, he's not exactly that much of an attacker. Unless he wants to attack you with licks, hugs, and pets, because that's exactly what he wants. He's gonna lick you, jump on you, and demand pets and loves and scritches. Like, I mean, in that way, he'll be aggressive, but he's aggressively friendly because of that. You see, boy, he's just a sweet baby boy. He's just a sweet little baby.
Don't ask me why I drink. Don't ask me why I drink. Don't ask me why I drink. Jesus was
I'm noticing Newsday today is actually pretty slow, and I like it. It's good. Excellent. But that just means that fucking far-right Supreme Court piece of shit are fucking plotting and scheming. And frankly, it's like, as far as I'm concerned, they should just be, like, abolished and crushed. Like, the fucking Supreme Court, like, as far as I'm concerned, like, if we want to have the three branches of government, let's replace the Supreme Court with, like, a fucking, like, parliamentary system. Like, you know what, if we want to keep a Senate and fucking Congress, then let's have, like, a fucking, like, trade unions, like, parliament. Yeah, it's the third branch. Be like, hey, you know what, like, you know, like, any union that is established within the United fucking States, you know, will have, you know, a representative, or two, or three, or however many, depending on their size, you know, within a third branch of the halls of parliament, of the, you know, trade unions, of the union parliament, and fucking, basically be like the third, you know, a third voice, you know, to whatever legislative, proposals there are and shit. Where it's like, hey, we're gonna fucking, you know, like, you know, be like kind of, you know, one of the voices to, you know, before it gets up to the executive, you know, to overlook, you know, this legislation and policy, and if, you know, if it pertains, you know, to our interests, then we'll let it through. If it doesn't, then we're putting it back into your fucking, you know, legislative branch, bitch. Because frankly, the Supreme Court and whatever the fuck that type of, you know, third branch, you know, concept at this point, as far as I'm concerned, is meaningless and worthless. So, fuck that shit. God damn it. You ran the bottle. I don't know if it's right here. Oops. Jesus Christ. Well, I didn't have a salad and I was getting Domino's anyway. What the? Oh my god, why am I getting messages left and right today? My mom sent me up being like, is it a little too late to have you get me some stuff and have you like drop off some things for me? And I'm like, I'm sitting there looking at that like, are you fucking, Mom? Like, are you serious? Like, I'm off work. I'm like, bro. Oh, come on. I'm already here, plopped. I'm fucking, like, I'm not in a bike riding fucking capability at the moment, to be fucking frank. Like, I mean, that most certainly is, like, way too much, you know, to ask for. Is DayZ still a thing? Yeah. Actually, if anything, DayZ has gotten better. Takes the stream on a field trip. I am not taking y'all on a field trip to go see my goddamn mama. And I wouldn't even be seeing her, I'd be just dropping shit off. And no, that is not happening. What? Whoa! I did not mean for that to happen. Ear rape. I'm sorry. I just want it, like, right there. I like marijuana, I do. Eventually we're all gonna get you drunk enough to afford a 7-Eleven field trip. That's not... Dude, that basically essentially means that I'm, you know, doxing myself. Like, I'm not gonna be doing that. How do you do, fellow 7-Eleven clerk? Not happening. Dude, that just is not gonna happen, bro. I'm sorry. I don't care how much you think you're gonna be able to convince me of such. If I do, I'm leaving this here. Hello, marijuana. Marijuana. Marijuana is what I do. Do you like marijuana? Dude, someone rocking an accordion? Fuck yeah. Marijuana. Marijuana. Silky documented the terrible treatment of fellow workers to Safeway. Or Slaveway. I talk about it. I don't need to go there. I talk about it. I mean, if I wanted to, I guess I could. I mean, like, one, y'all be in my pockets, and frankly, like, I mean, they'll most likely, if anything, are just gonna say my actual name. I mean, so I don't necessarily need that. Oh, I might be down for the hike on Tuesday. Fuck yeah, dude. Honestly, even if it's just you and me, I'd be down for it, because I still need to get you back for the last little bit I owe you, which I have over here in my little case, or that thing, which I actually have been adding to my stickers. Actually, let me show you my stickers. Yeah, let's show off my stickers. Oh boy. Yeah, I have it in here with my little F-bomb. And by the way, be gay, you do crime. Got another one right there too. Got all my stuff nice stored in there, and some new stickers on there and stuff. You Harley Sukavo and I? Hell yeah, dude. Dude, I'll definitely bring Sukavo. Did you see the epic flyer I sent you? Yes, and it was based. You know what? Let me find it. I want to show the stream. Hell yeah, look at this boy. Eugene, Oregon. Pride was a riot, July 2nd. Dude, I love this. Please wear a mask, protect our queer elders and our disabled community. Family friendly, kids table plus childcare. Bring toast, shirts, etc. for free block printing. A fun gay time. Oh, and this in Portland is happening at the Lonsdale Square. Wear some black and bring some flags. Based in PogChamps, because guess what? I'm fucking doing it. Rip City, you gonna do that? You gonna do this whole thing right there? Cause yo, if you are, I'm fucking gonna do it. I won't stream it because I'm assuming they don't want that. So, at the very least, I can bring some things. The what? The flag burning? Yeah.
Machines can't make no music like a Otis Redding do. Electronics don't make me wanna screw, but my Kenley Morgan field make me want to do it in the dark. Do it in the dark. Them machines and music can't make no chicken work. I got my mojo worked out. I got my mojo worked out. I got my mojo worked out. I got my mojo machine. It's all just disco, and disco still does suck!
Alright. Send a response to my mom real quick. Didn't want to leave her hanging with her asking me for some reason to deliver shit. I'm just like, yo. My store don't deliver, and also I'm already kind of like chopped, like plopped and chilled. So. More fake right-wing outrage? Oh, TJ made another video and I didn't even see it yet. Wow! Let's check it out. TJ's been uploading a lot today. Here. Boom. No! Whoa, what the fuck happened here? Yo! Why do I have no more layers? God damn it, I'm gonna have to address that now.
Now, I'm pretty sure...
Fuck. Okay. Alright, well, everything's still Gucci. Here, let's do this, and let's see. Are my layers back? Oh, my layers are not here. What the fuck? Oh my god, I have to... Oh no, oh my god. I don't want to deal with that. And my chat's got... No! Oh, hold on, wait. Okay, there we go. Bruh. Why? I'm... You know what? I'm not gonna even deal with it. I'm not even gonna worry about it. Not even gonna worry about it. We're good. We're good right now.
Was actually a real woman. I mean, trans maybe, but like definitely not a drag queen. I mean, well, I can't say definitely not a drag queen, but I'm pretty sure she wasn't a drag queen because she had tits, like real tits. Well, fake tits, but real fake tits, not fake tits. If you see what I'm saying, you know.
Real fake tits.
I'll just say, whatever the pronouns of this person were, whatever they identified as, if they were a drag queen, they were the most, you know, convincing drag queen I've ever seen, all right? Now, what were they wearing? They were wearing pasties and a thong. Or, well, maybe not a thong, but like booty shorts. Very tight, very revealing booty shorts. As I said, they were holding a hand of a little girl, and they were walking around this Miami restaurant called Our House, okay, which has been in business for 13 years in Miami. Apparently one of the best restaurants in Miami, according to the Miami Times. Very famous for its drag brunch. I think it's been on television a few times. Pretty famous locale.
So this place has had like drag brunches before?
Liked by locals, well liked by tourists. Food apparently there is pretty good. And almost all of the bad reviews that you see on the place are basically from the last few hours when right-wingers who have probably never even been to Miami, let alone to this restaurant, have hit it with like 1-star reviews. Here's an example of one of those reviews. This is word for word. They grooming children here with nude drag queens. Okay, so first of all, dipshit, I want to point out a nude drag queen is a contradiction in terms, all right?
It absolutely is. Because, one, like, a drag queen, you know, implies that, like, hey, they're, like, wearing some sort of a dress or, like, you know, some sort of, you know, attire of some sort, you know, that makes them, well, a drag queen. Like, being naked does... It kind of nullifies, it kind of goes against the whole idea. That's, like, kind of against the point.
Is a man who dresses like a woman. That's what a drag queen is. You cannot dress like a woman if you're naked. You know what I mean? There is no dressing like a woman if you are nude. Nude is the opposite of dressed. So pay attention to your fucking words, moron. But to, you know, in all fairness, they were not wearing much.
It's just another way to also say that, like, oh, these people are just a bunch of pedophiles and shit because they're saying groomer. Even though it's, you know, I mean, it's just like, supposedly is just like, just basically a very thick woman who just happens to be, holding hands with a kid and shit and wearing what is, quote, drag, which apparently, like, if it's like, someone in drag, then it must be really convincing, but if not, then it's a woman. That person's a woman.
But they were definitely dressed. So on that point, I want to tell you a little story. I was recently on a vacation in Orlando with my wife and my mom. I was at the pool of the hotel we were staying at.
Orlando's probably the only thing worth a fucking Florida.
And there was this horrible lifeguard who was, sort of like standing over the pool. Now, I get it. It's his job to, watch over the pool. But this guy, he was taking it way too freaking seriously. He's standing at the very edge of the pool, looking at the pool, just intently, like, watching the pool at all times with...
So a lifeguard? Like, you're describing a lifeguard, TJ.
This lightning focus. He's just this monolith of attentiveness, right?
That's a lifeguard.
Looming over the pool. And
that's
it's like,
literally their job.
When I'm swimming around, like, I'm already a little, like, self-conscious about my body and stuff.
Technically speaking, aren't furries in drag if they wear any clothes at all over their fursuit? No. Well, it depends. Like, if the person in the fursuit's a male and the fursona or the fursuit that they're wearing is a female character, then yes. But if not, then no. So if they have, like, a male character, like, if they're a male and they have a male fursona that they're, wearing as their character and shit, and wearing clothes that would be, of male form, basically, or, like, what would be, like, male and traditional, like, societal gender construct norms and shit. Like, then no. I mean, at that point, they're not in drag. They're just wearing a fursuit with, clothing that they might normally wear, just over it. That's maybe a little, a size 1 or 2 bigger than they normally would wear to fit over their suit. So, Ignor's gonna wear a Zucot fursuit and Yif. Why would I just, I would just have a husky fursuit of my character, dude. I just do that first, bro.
Got a lot of fat on me and things. And
I don't need a Zukov. I already have one. He's right there.
To be gawked at, and it just feels like...
Minus the yiffing. That's not happening.
This dude is gawking.
Unless it's another human being
in
a fursuit, then I'm okay with that. Anyway.
He's just a lifeguard, but you cannot escape the feeling of that, right? But whatever. I had to deal with it.
I mean, why? Why? Okay, whatever. Sure, why not?
Ignore him. But you know what I couldn't ignore? What I could not ignore was that there was a woman around the pool, just kind of doing stuff around the pool. Sometimes she was in it and walking around, all this stuff. And she was wearing a thong. She had a gigantic ass, and she was wearing a thong bikini, and the bikini might as well have been made of dental floss, all right?
G-string?
There was very little to it. And she had a big old, supple, juicy, delectable booty. And
nice.
I found that pretty hard to ignore. I'll be honest with you. That was.
Frankly, I would too. I'm just gonna be honest.
And there must have been 15 kids in various areas in and around the pool, and their parents were there. And the parents saw the big-butted, dental floss thonged girl, and I saw her, and the kids saw her, and we all saw her, and we all kind of just agreed mutually. We don't give a shit. You know what I mean? A lot of the dads, I think, probably.
That was 10 years ago. Yeah, there's a Goat Simulator 2, and I think there might be a Goat Simulator 3 now. Yeah, Goat Simulator is very well indeed, I think, still.
Too, probably. Gave a shit. But not on the, I'm offended level, more on a, god damn kind of level. You know what I mean? That was the main reason. No one was, scandalized. There was the word groomer never came up. No one grabbed their kids and pulled them away. Not appropriate for no one cared, right? And this was not some crazy drag show liberal lefty thing. This was an average freaking universal resort You know, I assume that the makeup of the people, you know, hanging out there was much like the makeup of this country. Probably about, you know, 20-30% Democrat, 20-30% Republican, and then a huge swath of just like, I don't give a shit.
Nah, I don't give a
A lot of
fuck.
those people.
So the moral of the story is that we need more flamboyant, juicy asses. Well, not flam. Well, if it's a woman, I mean, I guess it would also be flamboyant, but yeah, pretty much. We need more big, juicy, big butts.
People, honestly, than the Democrats and Republicans. But whatever. Hey, the point
Female and male.
is no one gave a shit. You know, and I just wonder, like, if I had taken a video, you know, of that woman with the big butt and the thong, and I just said, like, this is a drag queen, you know, would a bunch of right-wingers have been like, offended, like, burn down the pool?
Yes. I mean, let's just be honest. Yes. Like, there to be like, oh my god, these fucking queer drag fucking, you know, sons of bitches grooming our kids in pools now. Boo! Even though, like, literally pretty much most people are probably wearing, like, at least, you know, of the more, you know, female attraction are probably wearing things like, you know, thongs, bikinis, and things like that. So, how's there, like, if there's, like, someone who's in, quote, also, you can't be in drag and at a fucking goddamn, like, public pool, by the way, like, I mean, because drag requires, like, 1, a lot of fucking makeup, 2, like, you know, probably a wig, 3, fucking all sorts of other clothes, like, I mean, you can't exactly swim in that, so, I mean, like, how in the fuck are you gonna be doing that? So, I mean, you can't exactly be in drag at a fucking public pool. So, chances are it's probably just a woman.
God.
But no, like, these fucking right-wingers will be so fucking stupid. These Christo-fascists will be so fucking stupid because they're this detached from reality that unironically they would fucking think that it is. Like, I would fucking stand by that, and I would eat my shoe if they didn't think that.
Oh, probably.
And I'd be waiting a long time to be in that shoe.
I'm getting kind of sick of the political party that has consistently supported child marriage in every state they run.
Yeah.
Acting like they are, you know, scandalized by a person who, you know, in my opinion was not a drag queen, but may have been, I guess. You know, holding a kid's hand in full view of their parent or guardian, because I guarantee the kid didn't drive there themselves. And there's a bunch of adults all over the place. You could see them in the video. They're just kind of hanging out in the background and stuff. You know, they could easily intervene if something actually inappropriate were to happen. You know, like if a Republican showed up and tried to marry her or something. But
chances are that, you know, if it was, you know, if they're a fucking far right Christian fascist Republican, they would try to do that. Just guaranteed.
Like literally, the like the Republican
I mean, the
Party,
creatures have no bounds.
like it was like not
they
even
can't
that
help
long
their
ago,
animalistic
like a few
nature.
months back or something. There was like a bunch of Republicans in Tennessee that were trying to literally outlaw gay marriage with a legal loophole and legalize child marriage at the same time with the same piece of legislation.
Yep. Good job, Tennessee. Because child marriage at any age, at any point, with no fucking, you know, restriction on that at all, let alone the fact that child marriage is legal in the first place. Yeah, you know, we're sticking it to the libs by fucking, you know, banning and, you know, trying to prohibit gay sex or same-sex marriages and shit. But, you know, child marriages, though, oh, that's hunky-dory, and we aren't going to regulate it at all, so.
By the way. Nope.
Oh, but the Republican Party are a bunch of fucking pedophiles and a bunch of fucking, you know, child groomers themselves, you know, due to the fact that, you know, one, they just doff to protest too much for their own fucking good at this rate, outside of, you know, just policies like this.
That was in Tennessee. In Idaho, a bunch of Democrats tried to get rid of the child marriage laws that were on the books, and Republicans blocked them. One of the Republicans who blocked them, I think, said something like...
This is why, honestly, I hope that the U.S. balkanizes, because fuck Idaho, and, like, because Jesus Christ, like, what a shithole fucking state. Like, I mean, it's, frankly, knowing if that were to be the case, Idaho would probably be aggressive and violent towards, their neighboring states, mainly Oregon and Washington. Probably Oregon, most likely. So, it's like, come on. Give it to me. Like, if Idaho wants to fuck around, I want them to find out. It's like, let's just fuck that shithole state. Like, I mean, it needs to be put in charge, some people that actually know a thing or two and actually detach, or actually attached from reality and know proper. And can actually, be more of an actual enlightened fucking, voice in a, legislative body, for the fucking people there. Instead of, like, a theocratic shit fuck, garbage state that it is now.
This is, I'm against child marriage, but this goes too far. I don't think the government needs to be involved.
I mean, frankly, for me, it's just like, it's one thing to just like recognize and like get away from like a lot of these theocrats, fascists and shit, but for me, it goes a lot further than that. I don't want to just do that. I want to use that as a way for them to all just like, solidify themselves in areas that they are in. And then I want to make sure that by any means fucking necessary, that their ideas, that their way of life and their culture and their society and everything about it is frankly just wiped off the fucking planet. And it's just like, if they want to fucking be violent, then, well, they open the doors to a lot more options, in addressing their fucking shit. So it's just like, I mean, frankly, I welcome it, just because it honestly opens the door to more options to deal with these fuckers. Because the fact that, especially me as a queer person and shit, and the fact that they want to put people like me as fucking second-class citizens, and frankly, like they ought to put us to the wall and shit as far as they're concerned. Like, I don't really got fucking empathy for these people, and I'm about sick of, people being like, nah. Just let them, like, live in their festering shit, and it's like, and we can't have, like, this little back and forth, and blah, 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 and be polite, and just, like, let them fester in their ilk and shit. Like, it needs, like, the parasite and the cancer needs to be given some chemotherapy. Like, it's not as simple as just, like, doing some surgery and, taking the tumor out and shit, because, the thing about cancer is sometimes it comes back, and I'd rather it not. So chemotherapy, at least given these circumstances of medical technology today, is the best way to make sure it don't.
They can and can't marry. Oh, unless it's gay people, of course, then I think we should be telling them, I don't know. The Republicans, and when they think the government should or shouldn't intervene in things, very confusing subject for me and for, I think, everybody, including Republicans. They don't seem to have a very solid grasp on it either.
They don't.
But anyway, it's, at the same time, these Republicans are, pretending to be concerned about the welfare of a kid who got her hand held. A 10-year-old rape victim in Ohio was denied an abortion by Republican lawmakers. And, all these same Republicans cheering that on. Like, yay! A rape victim is going to be forced to carry the baby to term. Yes!
I mean, but this is partially why that it's not as simple as just like, let them just have their little shithole. Because that is going to be literally a commonplace thing, and if anything, encouraged and the norm. And frankly, as long as that, this, as I live on this fucking continent, I ain't gonna, accept that shit. Period. So that's, why, as far as I'm concerned, like, you just revert to what I said earlier, as far as I'm concerned. I don't need to repeat it.
Rape victim is going to be forced to have her rapist baby. Yay!
Any means necessary.
Actually, that kid was able to travel to Indiana to get an abortion, but soon it'll be illegal.
Okay, good. I heard about that story, and I haven't heard an update about it, but thank fuck that's an update, because if that wasn't the case, I mean, that in itself deserves riots internationally. Well, at least nationally. Maybe not internationally, but at least nationally. If any of them are parents, yank those kids away immediately. 100%, because I guarantee you they're going to arrange some child marriage for them. I mean, also, like, some of these child marriages aren't necessarily, like, full-on marriages when they're children. They just, like, families will just pair up kids and force them to be together and shit. And essentially, by the time they're adults, make them marry and pressure it endlessly. And by the time, they're 18, have them, get married and shit. because they've, like, I mean, that's like another way, at least for states that actually have outlawed that shit. How a lot of these fucking far right Christian fascists get, get a loophole around that shit. Like, they'll arrange the marriage, but not actually have it happen until they're 18. So they might have like all the ceremonies and all the hoopla, but won't actually make it official to the state or anything like that up until, they're fucking, they're 18. Then they're like, oh, now we're actually married, blah, blah, blah. And of course, because a lot of these tend to be, very exclusive and very, detached from, the public and shit, there's not much word comes out of it unless, one of these type of people escapes, that fucking cycle. What's wrong, honey? I had you at your age. And I wonder why I turned out the way I did. Yeah, seriously.
And that's just fine with them, I guess. So not only are they outlawing the procedure, they're going to be outlawing you going somewhere else to get it. A lot of these states are trying to pass legislation. I think maybe some of them are already on the books. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I know they're at least trying to pass laws that say if you live in a state where abortion is illegal, you cannot travel to another state to get an abortion. And some of them have even talked about setting up like roadblocks and stuff, like, checking, are your papers in order? That kind of stuff.
Okay, unironically, it's not just fascistic, this is getting fucking Nazi-istic. Like, that's some fucking Nazi shit right there. And frankly, Idaho's already been on that level when it comes to the whole personal statewide drug war that they've been doing for, some time. But, I mean, they're taking it a step further when it comes to women's rights and basically treating people as second-class citizens if they may or may not be getting an abortion out of state. What a shithole. Oh my god. They're like, oh my god. That's...
And there's actually people who argued with me when I said recently that, like, women have become second-class citizens in this country. People were like, no, what a bunch of hyperbolic nonsense. It's like...
It literally isn't.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's really happening. It's fucking blatantly happening, and if you deny it, you're either stupid, a liar, a piece of shit, or most likely all three. Which is pretty much just like, I don't know, stupid, liar, piece of shit. That's just the three attributes of the right wing in this country, isn't it? Or any country. Really just right wing in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I like to hate on the right wingers and stuff. I know that I'm a little bit hyperbolic myself with my admonitions and things. So I want to just say, take a moment to, apologize to the right wingers out there. I don't hate you. I'd have to, I'd have to care about you on some level to feel that way.
That's true. I don't hate, right wingers either. I hate the far right fascist ideology that they espouse. Like, I mean, to hate, the people that espouse it, I would have to actually care about them, which I don't. I frankly don't. If anything, I find it insulting that they breathe the same air that I do on the same fucking earth and walk the same dirt on this planet that I do. Maybe not literally the same dirt that I'm underneath, but the point is they're on the same planet as me. And that in itself, in my mind, is more of an insult. So, yeah, do I really care? Nah. So, it's kind of hard to actually hate them. It's just their ideology and what they advocate for that I do. I hate that. So, if they wish, to tie their entire life and, their loyalty to that shit, then, alright. They're just another pawn to that fucking ideology, and, as long as that type of ideology gets wiped out and shit, I don't give a fuck. Like, if you want to be one of the last dying voices to that shit, fine. You fucking, made your bed, sad bitch. Ain't gonna feel bad for you. These fuckers start shooting themselves in the foot. What are they gonna do when they find themselves parents of too many fucking kids of having to raise them in this fucking economy? Gee, I bet the socialist money programs would be looking pretty good then. Yeah, I was actually, funny enough, talking to my manager the other day with one of my other coworkers about, the whole, wage situation and shit. And I was saying, it's like, I was looking up the other day, or like the other week, about how like it's, if anything, like the average for for a single person is like $21 an hour. And my manager that same day on her break happened to be looking at an article that was going through that same exact shit, and she's like, "Oh no, yeah, I was reading the same thing today on my break earlier." It's like, yeah, it's like 21 an hour for a single person, and like 36 for two working parents, with a kid or kids, in a home. And it's just like, what the fuck? I mean, it's gone to the point that like if that truly is the case, then like, I mean, how in the fucking like 1853 fucking give you shit, or fucking like, I mean, like $15 an hour or any of this shit. Like, it was not even like 2016 or 17 that $15 an hour was like a big thing that people were advocating for. And it's not even like 6 years or 7 years after that like, it's like $6 or $7 more than that now. It's just like, how in the fuck? I remember for like the longest time, from progressives and leftists and working class and labor advocates, that like the biggest thing that needed to happen was $15 an hour. And at this point, that's fucking like chump change, at least in this day and age. So it's like, how in the fuck can anyone like afford anything on $15 an hour, let alone like 1850 or like 19 or 20 at this point? I guess depending on where you live. It's like keep shooting holes in the bolt that they're standing on. It's what they always do. I mean, they're a fucking death cult. I mean, it's like, that's kind of their whole point, at least in the ideology that they espouse.
Impediment, like, I'm trying to, get from one place to another, but there's a bunch of piles of dog shit in my way. That's kind of how I see it. It's not like I don't hate the dog shit. I just wish it wasn't there. I wish someone would just kind of scrape it the fuck away. So that's how I feel. But anyway, where was I? Oh yeah.
Stranded in the middle of the ocean, surrounded by dolphins. I was gonna say sharks. We sure showed them libs. Yep. Sure show them. You're surrounded by sharks and fucking man-eating dolphins. Congratulations.
Here's a good bit of wordplay, all right? Here's how I'm going to summarize the whole Roe v. Wade thing I just went over, all right? This is good. I'm proud of this line, all right? Listen very carefully. The word that best describes this situation is also the word that best describes the remedy to it. Revolting. Okay. I'm a little too in love with my own cleverness on that one. But hey, if you were as clever as me...
Based and true.
You'd be impressed with yourself, too. But anyway, so let's just... To summarize, okay? Forcing...
For some reason, I didn't see it, but I can kind of see it there. Statistically more dangerous to humans. I'm assuming you're saying that dolphins are statistically more dangerous to humans. Are they really? I guess so, because shark attacks aren't really that common.
Who were raped to give birth. That's fine, according to Republicans. Letting old religious perverts marry children. That's fine, according to Republicans. But a kid getting her hand held by someone who is maybe a drag queen, that's too far. Not only is it too far, one prominent conservative said in a tweet about it, these people belong in jail. This is
I'm pretty sure dolphins rape those fuckers are dangerous. They do. But, I mean, when it comes to, like, human interactions, I don't know. I don't know all the statistics about, like, how dangerous they are to humans.
Die on. So from now on, I gotta say, whenever a conservative lets me know about their willingness to die to, accomplish some goal, I just kind of like wish they would, Do it. Like, hey, all right, go ahead. Be my fucking guest. I'm just...
True. I mean, honestly, I wish a lot of these fucking fire Christian fascists, like, oh, you want, you unironically want to die for it? Then, okay. Do it then. Alright, prove it. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, I will die and make sure that my guns are taken away and these groomers, stop at everything, but it's like, to prove it then, you fuck. You piece of shit, you fucking fascist motherfucker. It's like, do it then. You goddamn rat, you cancerous leech. You fucking creature, of the sewers. It's like, fucking do it then, motherfucker. It's like, oh, what, you don't got the balls to, to actually do it? Fucking pussy. What are you, a beta? It's like, I mean, they try to egg on, some sort of reaction against the left and shit, but frankly, what the left should be doing is egging a reaction against the fucking fascists. Because, it's like, oh, they really want to do this type of shit, then fucking do it then. It's like, because any type of reaction against that shit would just only be seen as defensive. In a reaction against, their fucking aggressive violence and shit, so just do it. What are you waiting for then, motherfuckers? Like, you already have power as it is, considering that, you literally have, like, an entire administration that does fucking nothing. So, the Supreme Court's in your favor. So, what are you gonna do? Just gonna wait for DeSantis to be your little daddy so you can suck his little fucking cock? So, little daddy DeSantis can fucking pardon all of you when you actually, have the time and, means and ready to, fucking go out and fucking, enact your fucking violence and shit. Fascist rats. Are you waiting for Trump again? You waiting for DeSantis? Or you waiting for the call, from, your fucking dear fascist little cock that you want to suck every, oh so dearly? Just make sure you have that tongue, just, rim that little knob nice and, just nice and, slow. Make sure you, to get a little extra stimulation for that, fascist DeSantis. Fucking pig rats. I mean, these creatures got no goddamn bounds. Well, what I meant is, like, die symbolically, And it's like, you know what? Then you're a fucking bitch. You're a beta. You're a little fucking beta cuck, and, it's like, bend down and suck a dick. Like, get on your knees and start, make sure that tongue, get some good work on the knob. Fucking bitch. Well, this is what, you meant symbolically? Then you're just a little bitch. Work the knob there, buddy. Make sure your tongue, gets a good little work on the, knob below it. Goddamn rat. Kind of sad, but I hope Obama's getting so much shit right now for enabling Biden. Sadly, he isn't. Like, there's people who unironically want to see him, come back for a third fucking term. I mean, it's sad but true, but time tends to fucking rehabilitate people like him. I mean, look at fucking Bush and Cheney and the fucking fascists, from his administration. They've all been rehabilitated by the fucking liberals and people like Obama and Biden and the rest of the DNC. They welcome him now with open arms. So, frankly, at this point, I mean, it's like, I wouldn't be too hopeful about that one. I mean, at least for me, he gets shit. He's another war criminal, fucking corporatist, fucking filthbag, right-winger shit, fucking scumfuck. That, yeah, enabled Biden, enabled the entire system to continue to deteriorate for the average fucking worker, for the average person in this fucking country, for the immigrant, for the fucking, marginalized, and for the fucking POC and shit, while making sure that police, that the fucking wars, grew, if anything. Like, it went from 2 to 7 wars under his administration. And fucking civilian casualties under, during his drone programs and shit, was at like 90 plus fucking percent. Like, he's no better than fucking, Bush and Cheney when it comes to the fucking whole foreign policy aspect of shit. If anything, he's just like another fucking fascist. I mean, he ought to be treated, just like the Nazis in Nuremberg, just like the, Bush, Cheney, Trump, as far as, just the rest of them, as far as I give a fuck. Fuck the cretin. So at least, I mean, around here, I mean, he gets, a lot of fucking shit. Because fuck that goddamn scum bastard fucking corporate capitalist rat. Hung up the axe, we should have made it even sharper. Oh, don't worry. Not only am I sharpening my axes, but I'm starting to learn more about how to maintain and even make that axe better. I'm learning more and more how to better my axe. So, there's people out there that are fucking, getting the idea. Trader Obama, that's another part of the message. Yeah, hope and change. And he betrayed the American people, on that whole idea. Dare I say, he lied about it. In the Constitution, capital punishment is defendable when it comes to crimes, when it comes to treason. And people who are considered traitors to the nation. Just putting that out there. It's just a little fact, YouTube. Not saying anything. What? Can't have fun facts, to, state? It is. Hugging out access with some message of another message above it. Oh. Bring back mail today. We as anti-theists have gotten too soft and not to sound redundant. I get having to refute them over and over is mentally exhausting, but we never should have hung up the axe. We should have made it even sharper. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah. No, honestly, I totally agree. Because at this point, anti-theism is more important now than ever at this point. In my mind, it's not really as simple as being an atheist or agnostic. At this point, one needs to be, fucking anti-theist. And staunchly against the fucking religious, poisonous manipulation of fucking cancer that, spreads among society, that just enables and fucking increases and exacerbates the fucking fascist fundamentalism that just continues to grow, in countries like in America. Or in Hungary, Poland, etc. I mean, it's like, what? Well, I mean, what? We can't just, look at the root of, a lot of these problems and just be like, oh yeah, religion got no problem with it. It's like, I mean, it's like they just kind of manipulate it, for their own gain. It's like, no, they look at it, and look at it literally. I mean, if anything, they're the most literalist fundamentalists, when it comes to their book. So, no, they're not. You want to believe in a higher power, more power to you. You want to base the laws around that. Fuck all the way off to the furthest star in the galaxy. Yep. Would like to give people comfort. Yep. Just give people comfort, boy. I tell you what.
What a shame it would be. When I think about those Republicans dying on those hills, you guys, I cry for days, all right? I would cry like...
I'm imagining crying tears of joy.
Jordan Peterson, if he had just been, asked a simple question that doesn't in any way require you to fucking cry like a bitch. Well, maybe I wouldn't cry that much, but goddamn, I'd weep. Oh, I'd be like the walrus, from the Walrus and the Carpenter poem, I weep for you, I truly do, I deeply sympathize. Oh, no, please, don't die on that hill, Republican. Don't die on that hill. Oh, he died on the hill. Oh, no, woe is me. Anyway, what's for lunch?
Whatever shall we do, but yes, what is for lunch? I wonder if they have happy hour or some nice, delicious ciders. Oh, yes. Oh, woe is me. Shall we weep for the Republican who died on the hill like the fascist said he is? Oh, yes.
Of course, a lot of right-wingers are, they go further than the whole jail thing. Jail's not good enough for this hand-holding piece of shit. You know what I mean? That's not sufficient punishment. They want blood. So here's I pulled some of these. These are great.
Oh,
these are really
boy.
wonderful stuff. These people belong in trash compactors. Yeah, these people. I don't know who these people are. Drag queens or just like the people who run the restaurant or just the people who hold hands. I don't know. Somebody needs to go in a trash compactor.
Apparently.
They belong in front of a firing squad. Well, you guys need to get this, you guys need to work this out between you, You need to figure out whether you want to go the firing squad route or the trash compactor route, this is another suggestion. Wood chipper. Very nice, very nice. A sane society would be demanding skulls for this shit. True. So true.
A sane society would be demanding skulls. I'm pretty sure an insane society would be doing that. Oh, I'm snacking on some ribs. I made these. I was barbecuing today, and I made these, and fuck, they are fire as hell. Yes.
They want your guns, so just shoot them. Not very creative. I guess the firing squad is, the firing squad thing is not so, it elevates the guns, is what I'm trying to say. Just guns, that on its own, it seems kind of, inane, lowbrow. But when you come...
It is. Because, this is why they want to take guns as fucking liberals, because they don't want the people themselves literally going out of their way to kill queer people and fucking, drag queens or something. They don't want us being the ones to do it. They want to take the guns, brother. It's like, that right there is a comment that I would consider, I don't know, a red flag. But that's just me. I don't know about you.
Squad, and you got the whole line and the blindfold and all that. I think that kind of elevates it to a higher, better level, And finally, that's not enough. I'm sorry, that's enough. Guillotine for these people. This woman, she's a conservative, so she probably pronounces it guillotine, because that's how they like to say it. But it's guillotine.
That's not guillotines for these people. I tell you what, these damn gourmets.
They're fucking silent.
Fascists.
But anyway, that's what the conservatives think. If you're a person who has been labeled a drag queen, whether you are or you're not, and you happen to hold a child's hand in full view of the public, and in a setting where everyone seems to be agreed that that's an acceptable thing to do, then you deserve to fucking die. All right?
Boo.
Learn, get a moral conscience, okay? Come on, whatever happened to morality, all right? If you want to...
What happened to that good old Bible? What happened to the Bible, brother? What happened to people just believing in that Bible?
Is you gotta put on a fucking nice... Take off your drag bullshit, put on a nice suit and tie, move your ass to fucking Tennessee, and marry a child. That's how it's done the Republican way. That's the right, good, Christian, decent way to do it, right? Of course.
That's right,
and
brother.
then, take her to Ohio, to where you can't get a fucking abortion even if you're raped. So, really good fucking country we're living in, folks. Really fucking morally consistent. And I'm so glad that we got to share it with all these big old puddles of dog shit. And I say puddles because these are not dog turds. This is dog diarrhea, folks. Every single one of these motherfuckers and their stupid bullshit are little puddles of doggy diarrhea that we have to now learn to navigate our way around until one day someone gets the hose and sprays the fucking sidewalk clear. And I hope it's me. I really hope it's me, folks. I gotta be honest with you.
Hey, TJ, no. Not if I get to it first there, motherfucker. Need some napkins? Well, hey, that's why I have some. I'm just going in like a goddamn barbaric savage. Like a fucking pagan. You need to just go in at like goddamn pagan. Fuck these Christian Puritans and their morality and their fucking civility. And go in there like fucking savage and fucking barbaric pagan. What is this? A special looking funny plate? Oh. Hold on, there's actually a scene I need to pull up after this.
On the other end of that hose going, bye-bye! Bye-bye, doggy turds!
Bye-bye, you little
See
dog
you
shit
around.
creatures.
Well, hopefully not. I'm the Amazing Atheist. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Real good stuff.
Here, hold on. I need to fix the fucking layers, because this is cringe. Okay, I did that. I need to add a screen. Now I need to add another screen. And I need to add a widget and a chat box. Yeah, there we go. Do that. Just move it right there. Do that. Screen right there. Boom. Oop. Nope. 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 Oh, hold on. Fuck. Shit. Nope. Nope. That's damn it. No. Okay, move you out of the way. Fuck. I'm struggling, okay? Hold on. God damn it. Okay, that should absolve it. Okay, it looks like that did. Okay. I actually have no idea if this does or not. I really don't. Oh no. Am I fucked? Do I have like a perma screen? Because if that's the case, I don't even know. I think I am. Oh no. I'm like perma screened. Now it's just there forever. Oh fuck. What do I do? Uh-oh. Oh no, what do I do? What the fuck? I'm kind of fucked. Goddamn. You know what? Like I said, fuck civility. We're just going for it. I think this is it. I think this is the scene. Alright, we're just gonna skip. Yeah, it is. It is. I think this is it.
Perhaps, sire, you should invite them to eat first.
Forgive me. Let us feast together and then talk.
Talk. This table's very well made. I love Loki. Shut a word.
Okay. Ragnar Lothbrok. I present my wife, Ealswith, and my son, Egbert.
Let's skip this a little bit.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen.
You damn Christians. What a terrible noise. Strange people. Christians. Strange people, those Christians. Loki just expecting to plate. Actually. Smash his head with a fucking plate. Drop it. It's supposed to be serious.
Shall we talk, King?
Very well.
Yes,
What do you want? For the safe return of my brother and for leaving my kingdom.
I love this little interaction where, like, you have these Christians who are just like, holy dusty boy, and then, you know, you just got these Vikings and pagans who are just like, ah, just going savage as fuck. That's how I feel about ribs, low-key. You want this? Here you go. Take it. So, because well, frankly, I'm just literally done. Which tradition would you want to come true north for me? Yeah, honestly. But it's one that has to be a long stretch, otherwise I'll have to give me my religion. Yeah. It would be Norse. For me as well. I mean, if that would be the case, I already have some Norse blood in me, being part Norwegian. So in a sense, in a way, you know, I would at least have, like, you know, some sort of a bloodline, you know, to the gods in a way from that. Oh no! Dude, I keep dropping these. You know what? There's actually a couple of here. Hold on, I can get these off. There we go. Here's it gone. Let me expect you. Yeah, okay. I got everything off. Alright, we're good. Hey. There's another one for you, but you gotta wait. Jackass. Honestly, this is what I love about the show on overall. Here, hold on. Let's find another one. Oh, this is a pretty good scene. In Paris. Ragnar fakes his death and then they raid it. Or it's actually, I think, York. The Abrahamic religious, which is like flame swordsman, is the next guy. It's just maniac and pedophile promise. I take issue with. Yeah. Same here.
Gloria Patri et Filio et Spiritui Sancti. Sic ut erat in principio et nunc et in perpetuum saecula saeculorum. Amen.
Amen. Oh, by the way, just for reference sake, Ragnar had a friend named Athelstan, and he actually taught him the Lord's Prayer. So he knew whatever prayer that was to the Christian God ended with Amen. So he waited until the priest ended with Amen in his little prayer for him to pop out. I love this show. killed the priest who baptized him. Making a mockery of the priest and the faith. I win. He just passes out. Pussy. Most of them would do that anyway. Now they're going to the main gate. You'll see why. There you go. Not on bones, but I don't want to actually like spear my stomach. Bone marrow's good. Why? Oh, look! A heathen army. Ragnar honestly did her a favor. And that's his son, Bjorn Ragnarsson. I love that scene. Apparently someone reached out to Twitter, to TJ on Twitter, whoever it was had it real fucking bad. Really? But unleashed the atheist army. Or a heathen army. I love this show, dude. This show's amazing. Here. I'll pop up one more. That's pretty cool. Here, let me do this. That'll help. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like a mental health emergency. Really? You know what? You should link me out. I kind of want to see it. Honestly, I'm not even going to lie. Really? Here, related. That'll probably help. Yeah, here, I'll check this out first. Next level crazy shit. What should about? I'm not gonna name him because they seem to be in throes of psychotic break. Ah! Come on, Twitter. Really? Starting to have a nervous breakdown. Huh. I mean, considering there's no other information besides that, I don't know. And for some reason, Twitter wants to crash. I tell you that. I honestly, there hasn't been any reason to, because I don't have an account. I've been suspended. Here, what if I did this? Huh. Yeah. Come on. There we go. Damn it. Well, I don't know. Here. Are my layers gonna actually work? Or are they all fuckety? You know what, here, let me actually try to... Oh, not this. You know what, let me try to do this. God damn it. Oh my god. What the fuck? What do I gotta do? What do I gotta do? Is there any way to delete these? No? What if I do this? Okay, cool. And now I don't have layers again. Oh my god. Oh, wait. Alright, hold on. Maybe I could just... What the fuck? Man, Streamlabs just decided to become a retard. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, unironically, though. Here, did that solve anything? No, it didn't. Oh my god. Man, dude. Alright, I don't even know, bro. Streamlabs is just dumb as fuck. Okay.